What you gotta say to him, Cheddar?
Anybody else would have done themselves.
He ain't cold.
Yeah, I am cold. We seeing helicopters, gunshots. We got PTSD.
Before all that though, how did you grow up from a kid to now?
Before I went in rehab, I mean, even now, I got nothing. You just gonna continue to dig that hole, and eventually you're gonna lose the shovel, and you're gonna be stuck in the hole. That's why I'm trying to clean myself up so I can see what I never had for real.
What age were you when you started using? Let the people know what's Spitback. What's 3 things you learned from being in the streets, and what's 3 things you wish you never did being in the streets? Growing up in the city, like, what was the craziest thing you were saying?
I can't have a good day without looking behind my back.
What made you start
Get
using?
myself
What you learned in jail? What you felt like you went in jail and you like, damn, this gonna stick with me for the rest of my life?
Give her Narcan's my queen, bring her back, bring her back.
Yeah,
if I ain't yet, there's a reason. I had friends that said they love me, but they just use me.
What's one thing you gotta say to the youth to not follow your footsteps? What's the word, YouTube? It's Tata 2900. We back with another episode inside Baltimore drug epidemic. And today, who we here with, man?
Cheddar Bob, baby. The
Cheddar
original.
Bob, man. Cheddar Bob, this is my nigga. I've been knowing Cheddar Bob for a long time. But look, Cheddar Bob, this all I do, right? I basically let y'all tell y'all story so motherfuckers don't be on the outside judging y'all and not knowing what y'all go through
This is a handful,
to put you in that situation. You get what I'm saying?
This is a handful then.
Yeah, so
Right,
basically just tell your story
ago,
from the beginning. Just tell your story, how you came up, how you grew up. You feel me?
About 3 years ago, I lived with my grandma. I did roofing with these Spanish guys that made $300-400 a day, blowing it all on crack. Finally, I figured out, I was like, man, why aren't you sending that shit to your family? They said, here, take a hit, you'll figure out why. They gave me a hit, it was off to the races. My grandmother passed away of lung cancer, right? And me and my girl, she had a week after that. And a week after that, she right here on the street. My people's right here, my man's right here. He went to do the next day.
Yeah, fact.
And then what God did, which I don't understand why, is before I got a chance to whack that motherfucker, he had a brain aneurysm and died a week afterwards. I said, what about that? He said, I said, man, I didn't get a chance to kill the man for my girl, man, because he gave her some shit. He gave us both some shit that he said was some Molly. It was raw fentanyl. I woke up, my girl was underneath me dead. They Narcan me. I said, give her another Narcan. They said, oh, we can only give her 5 minutes at a time. I said, give her Narcan. It's my queen, bring her back, bring her back. They took in the ambulance, they wouldn't let me in. I had warrants at the time, so at the time they was trying to get information, I just nodded out purposely, and I couldn't help it at the same time, and I woke up, they was gone. I called the ambulance, the hospital's next day. Yeah. They said, sit down, I hope you're sitting down. And they told me she passed away. So then I spiraled out of control. I started robbing stores, sleeping in bandos and tents. I invested all my time at one point to fix up the tent, get sensor cameras so I knew a motherfucker coming up on me. Had a couple of blickies. You know what I mean? A couple of times I came here on the strip, I had the Stolo, remember the blue one?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Man, sorry for your loss, Cheddar. Sorry for your loss.
I feel like I'm animated out here, like a cartoon. You know what I mean? Anybody else would have done themselves. You know what I mean?
You're strong.
I tell myself, man, if I ain't there yet, if I ain't there yet, there's a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know if I should, you know what I mean, jump out of my skin and do something crazy like a bank or something, which I have done in West Virginia, get down the low.
Yeah. Nah, before all this though, why you got your f***ing coat on? Cheddar, it's cold as shit. You ain't cold?
Yeah, I am cold for it. I just figured
oh, you got
it don't look good for the video. Is it sharp?
You look good, nigga. Yeah, hell yeah. You look good as a I ain't never seen you like this, bro.
65 pounds.
You look good as man. You look good as Cheddar. You look good, man. But no, though, look. Before all that, though, how did you grow up from a kid to now, being in Baltimore City?
I grew up with y'all.
No, but I'm saying, how was it? Like, how you come
growing up in Baltimore City?
Like,
is the only thing you can compare it to is, man, that's been in war, in combat, because we seen helicopters, gunshots. We got PTSD naturally around this.
Facts.
We got PTSD. Can't go outside without having to look behind your back. I can't have a good day without looking behind my back.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Even though a lot of people around here are like family, but when they see you having a little bit more than that, not saying everybody, but when they see, I don't have, you know what I mean, girls that I was fucking with, you know what I mean, tell me that they love me, but really they just seeking money. I had friends that said they love me, but they just use me for somewhere to stay and apologize. They can take a, you know what I mean, help themselves too. Like, I really look out for motherfuckers that are my peoples. Like, before I went in rehab, I mean, even now, I got nothing. Yeah, I mean, I got no materialistic. I've never had it, so I don't even know what I'm missing for real. That's why I'm trying to clean myself up so I can see what I never had for real.
Yeah, man. What size shoe you wear?
10 and a half.
Damn, yeah, see, I got some shoes in the trunk for you.
What size?
They're 9.
I can fit them, but they're gonna be uncomfortable. I appreciate you. You my mans, man. I remember back in the day we was out here, it was me. Can I say? I can't even say it, I'm sorry.
But no, when you went growing up in the city, like what was the craziest thing you would seen? Like besides your girlfriend and stuff, like just being wandering the streets.
Let's
when
just
you
say,
a kid.
allegedly I was smoking some in the basement with a couple people, and this dealer came in and straight blew the man's head off right next to me when I was smoking the pipe. That's how it was like this. And just had to accept that. You know what I mean? I can't say nothing about it. Like I can't go to therapy and because like.
Right.
Like I just had to accept it. You know what I mean?
So what made you start like becoming? What made you start using?
What made me start using?
Yeah, what made you start using? Like, what age were you when you started using?
When I started using, I was 14. To be honest with you, I was just bored. I was bored. You know what I mean? I was growing up in an area where there ain't nothing to do, and I just wanted to get out of my mind a little bit. Have a good time. Start smoking. Switched to K2. Smoked K2 for 15 years. There wasn't 30 minutes that could go by without me having to smoke some K2. That shit was a chemical dependency, And I used to get up on the roof, right? Roofing, smoking K2. I used to work for Roof Center, right? I used to make $3,000 every 2 weeks unloading the crane. You know what I mean? Crane signals and shit, you know what I mean? Like, I had a really good time working there, man. I lost that shit getting high. I lost everything. Anything you had, if you ain't hustling and you f***ing up, you're just gonna continue to dig that hole, and eventually you're gonna lose the shovel and you're gonna be stuck in the hole. And then all the peoples that was your, you know what I mean, that wanted to look out for you while you was f***ing up, they ain't gonna be up there holding, holding the rope down for you or nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's deep right there.
If you grew up in Brooklyn, for some reason it's like flypaper. You get stuck down this bitch. You know what I mean?
Facts.
There wasn't a couple months that don't go by that I ain't come over here to see my man's here. You know what I mean? Check up on everybody for real.
Yeah, that's my dog right here, man.
Let me tell you all the story, right? There was a red car came pick me up one time. They said, you wanna make some money? They had big stacks on. I said,
nah, I ain't.
I said, how y'all making that money? He said, get in the car, we got a job for you. We went out West Virginia, man. They gave me some checks. I done cashed them bitches, and then they wasn't there to pick me up. So what was I supposed to do? I called a cab, and I spent that shit, gave my grandma a couple $1,000 so she could pay the rent. And then a little bit after that, she passed away. But I had the house a little bit after that. After she passed, I used to hit my man. Let's just say, you know what I mean? Spend a big 300, calling him every 20 minutes to come to my grandma's house. Cause she wasn't there anymore. I don't know how I can't make this shit up. Let's just say that. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and my man gives me a chance to holler at y'all some other time, but for right now, I gotta see what's going on in my life.
But no, look, right? Damn, what I was ready to ask you? What you was just locked up for recently?
Theft.
How long you do? How long you was locked up?
Remember when I was up for like 5 months? I had armed robbery, first degree assault, reckless endangerment, use of a firearm and violent felony crime, handgun on person. I had like 11 charges on that one.
For real? And how long you was locked up for?
For that one, I'm lucky. 7 months. I be getting in and out. I be talking about I'm getting programs and shit and I get out. I know how to work the system. God forbid I get in there and I get, don't jinx me and shit. Cause it'll be my luck if I say I'm lucky and then next thing you know I get years and years.
Yeah. How your jail experience be though?
It was alright.
You would jail?
Just looking at me, you wouldn't think that I got along with everybody. You might think I don't look strong or whatever, but because of my experiences and shit, and people could see the realness and real, recognize real. You know what I mean? They all looked out for me for real. Right. Had hella trays. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh, you was a tray monster.
Mm-hmm. I got lucky. I had some Deans in there. I had the Seroquels, the boost bars everybody fucked with. Had the methadone. I was with the spit back on the methadone. That's how
the spit back.
They bought it. They bought it. 140 milligrams are going to buy it.
Hold on. So what's spit back? Let the people know what's spit back, cause they don't know what that is.
When you get your methadone, cause they give you methadone now, and you hold it in your mouth, you get some toilet paper and it absorbs it, and then you get back in your cell and you spit that shit back out, and you sell it, man.
You sell it, and the nigga suck on it. That's crazy, man. What else? Some of the things you learned in jail, yo? What you learned in jail? What you felt like you went in jail and you like, damn, this gonna stick with me for the rest of my life? Like, far as knowledge.
Just being humble, you know, being able to, observe shit. Don't just, you know, I mean, you'll see that person like, oh shit, we got a live one. He come in the, you know what I mean, in
the tail.
Yeah, come in the tail all crazy and shit, talking about all these stories and shit, trying to make himself something that he wants to be there, but we can see right through him type shit. Yeah. Like, next thing you know, they hitting the button.
So what you learned from being in the streets?
In the streets?
What's 3 things you learned from being in the streets, and what's 3 things you wish you never did being in the streets?
Things I learned is to keep your head on 100, you know what I mean, 360 degrees swivel out this. Stay humble and love your family, and, you know what I mean, keep family first. Because that's the only people gonna be there when you, let's say, locked up. That's the only people gonna come and visit.
Your support system.
I lost my girl, my grandma. All I got left is my mom.
Yeah. What's 3 things you wish you never did being in the streets?
I can't say that.
You can't say? Okay. Oh yeah, man. It's Cheddar Bug, my man Cheddar Bug gave y'all a story. Hopefully y'all like it, tap into it. We gonna get a part 2 when he get himself together, cause this was on some quick. I just saying him, and he feel me. He did it for me, for real. He did it for me. That's my guy.
Give me a couple months.
Yeah. A couple months. Man,
I'll
give you 30 days, man. Check in with me in 30 days, man. We need a part 2, cause you one of them ones. You feel me? So we need a part 2. They going want a part 2, cause you ain't get to tell everything.
Yeah,
you ain't get to tell a lot. You heard, but you moving a little fast right now, man.
I'm just a little hesitant to let it all out, cause you know
my man looking good. Just came back.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate your story. Hopefully my subs rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? Tata 2900 inside of Baltimore drug epidemic. What you gotta say to him, Cheddar?
Y'all be safe, man.
Hold on. Matter of fact, what's one thing you gotta say to the youth to not follow your footsteps?
Just keep your head on a swivel out here, and treat people the way you want to be treated. Cause if not, you're gonna get hemmed up out here real quick. It's the bee's nest, and you will get stung.
Yeah, fast. All right, Cheddar. Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.